Ah, yes, another day in COD Mobile. Nothing like getting absolutely deleted by the same 5 weapons every match. It's almost like everyone copied their loadouts from the same sweaty YouTuber.
Yo, stop complaining and just use the meta.
Oh wow, great advice, Chad. Maybe I should just turn my brain off and copy a random build from TikTok. Or I could use something unexpected, something that breaks the meta without anyone realizing it. That's right, today we are diving into the secret meta weapons of COD Mobile, so sit back, relax and prepare to question everything you thought you knew about the game. And if you're still thinking, bro, just use the USS, I don't know, maybe touch grass, just a thought. These weapons will get more aggressive as the video goes on, and in at first place we have the RAL MG, a behemoth so heavy it makes your operator question their life choices with every step. This gun is like the PKM on steroids. It has even more 3-tap range, but even worse mobility. Let's just say it can 3-tap you at 45 meters, and its hipfire is pretty good too. But if you're caught reloading at a bad time, it's so slow that your enemy is done respawning, he's grabbed a snack, and is back to teabagging your teammates. So you will have to time your reloads pretty well. Next up we have the Swordfish. This AR has great BSA, it has great recoil, most of its stats are actually really good. And you know what, in its first range if you don't hit legs you can actually 4-shot kill for a time to kill of 180 ms, which is more like the third range for most weapons because it extends up to 49 meters and you can 5-tap across the map. But you know, as they say, with great precision comes great responsibility or something like that. It's a burst, so you will need to be pretty precise. What if I told you there's an Odin out there in the wild that can 2-tap to the entire body except the legs? Say hello to the Maddox Psychofire. This gun has easier recoil than the Odin. It moves faster, it ADSs faster, it reloads faster. However, it's not all sunshine and rainbows because after the first few ranges, it's gonna be hard to get a kill because of worse damage and worse BSA. Shotguns in Call of Duty Mobile are like pineapple on pizza, divisive and potentially friendship ending. The Argus is no exception. It has the handling of the shotgun category, but the one-tap potential of the marksman category. But to keep this weapon slightly balanced, it does have a con. The further you go, the better your aim needs to be, because if you don't aim the center of your enemy, you might get a hit marker, as one of the pellets can go between their legs or arms. However, even the knockoff of an Annihilator is a pretty powerful weapon, and you pull up with this, there's only one outcome: be seeing you. Coming from the Argus, we have a weapon that needs you to play it like it's the Argus. Kind of. The SM-10 Branson, or as I call it, the 1x69 burst. Why? You need to make sure you hit your first 3 shots, because that guarantees a time to kill of 133 milliseconds, which guarantees you never die to a USS-9. However, the next few shots are actually slower if you do miss them, which makes sure you do die to a USS-9. Funny how that works. Right, so we've established it has good damage. What's the downside? The mobility is on the slower end of the spectrum, so instead of playing inside a hardpoint, you will have to play around it. Because if an enemy performs a dance with the USS, you might not be able to keep up. There's 3 types of people in this world. 1. Meta abusers. 2. Bullet velocity haters. And 3. People that don't want to use the USS-9. If you're in the latter 2, this gun is perfect for you, the GKS. Now this gun does have slightly less 3-tap range than the USS, but it does have no bullet velocity and it has great main AR-like BSA, so you should definitely try this out. Next up, we have the QQ9 with the 10mm mag. Switching to 10mm ammo is like swapping your regular coffee for a triple espresso. Everything becomes faster, more intense, and slightly out of control. This increases your damage, but your rate of fire goes down. It's still pretty fast though, and if you do 3-tap, which needs all upper body shots, you will have a time to kill of 158 milliseconds. However, if you don't, your time to kill is similar to a Type 19. It's also only having 30 shots, so you will be reloading pretty often. Now we have some of the most aggressive and powerful hidden meta weapons of this game, one of which is the CX-9 Burst. I say burst, but due to its short burst delay, it feels more like an automatic. It's one of the fastest moving SMGs in the game, it's one of the fastest killing auto weapons in the game, to the point that it's so fast only 1 taps will actually kill you faster. It has great hipfire, it has great reload speed. But it's a bit like hot sauce, in the sense that if you use a bit too much of its magazine, you will regret it, because you will have to reload mid-engagement. Personally, I will suggest you use Vulture with it because it kind of makes you like a juggernaut and you will get back ammo and HP. Because most guns will only damage you to the point that you're back to full HP anyway because of how fast it kills. Last but not the least, we have the Jak 12 Dragon's Breath. In fact, it's one of the most powerful weapons in the game. This is what happens when a shotgun decides it wants to be a flamethrower when it grows up. In fact, it's not even a shotgun. It's point blank artillery. If you're within 10 meters, you're not just dead. You're removed from the leaderboard. It's like a fully automatic R9. Its only con tends to be the magazine capacity. At a size of 8, it sounds fine, but with that kind of rate of fire, it's a bit problematic. So you will need to manage your ammo pretty well. The only thing you need to be worried about when using this weapon is the in-game chat, as your enemies might call you some slurs. Lock and load, going dark.